The night air was crisp as Mia and I embarked on our road trip, eager for the adventures that lay ahead. Our laughter filled the car, a symphony of excitement and anticipation, but our elation turned to worry when the engine stuttered, grumbling to a halt. A knot of apprehension formed in my stomach as Mia and I exchanged concerned glances. I pretended to know what I was doing, popping the hood and inspecting the engine, but it might as well have been a puzzle missing crucial pieces. Stranded in the darkness, the isolation felt suffocating. Mia checked her phone, the dreaded no service mocking us. We tried to make light of the situation at first, joking about starring in our own suspense movie, but as the minutes stretched into hours, a creeping unease settled in. The once friendly moon now cast haunting shadows, turning the familiar road into an eerie landscape. We debated walking for help, but the stories of this desolate stretch, whispers of strange occurrences and unexplained disappearances, kept us glued to the safety of the car. So we waited, huddled together, attempting to ward off the growing chill with conversation that did little to dispel the mounting fear. Just when hope seemed like a distant memory, distant headlights pierced the darkness. Relief flooded over us as a compassionate couple stopped, offering us a ride to the nearest town. Grateful, we accepted, their vehicle becoming our lifeline out of that unnerving road. The next day, we uncovered the road's history, a forgotten highway with a tragic past, where travelers vanished without a trace. It sent shivers down our spines, the realization that we had narrowly escaped becoming another chilling statistic in its haunting tales. That experience forged an unbreakable bond between Mia and me, a shared brush with the unknown that would forever linger in our memories, serving as a stark reminder to heed warnings, even on the most ordinary of journeys. The sun was setting as I steered my old sedan down the narrow country road, its engine humming with a comforting rhythm. I was rushing to reach my sister's birthday dinner, but fate had other plans. With a sudden lurch, the car stuttered and died, leaving me stranded on the desolate roadside. Panic surged through me like an electric shock, my heart thudding in my chest. I popped the hood, hoping for a simple fix, but my mechanical prowess was limited to checking the oil. Sweat beaded on my forehead as I glanced around, the encroaching darkness adding an eerie edge to the situation. A biting chill settled in the air, and the rustling leaves seemed to whisper foreboding secrets. I checked my phone. Predictably, there was no signal. I felt a pang of frustration mixed with anxiety. A distant memory flashed through my mind, the car's history of breaking down intermittently, but I had dismissed it as just a series of unlucky events. Darkness enveloped the road, and the shadows played tricks on my senses. I considered walking for help, but hesitated, unsure of the distance to the nearest town, and haunted by tales of this secluded stretch being haunted by a tragic past. I settled back into the car, locking the doors, and tried to shake off the ominous feeling creeping up my spine. Hours passed like an eternity in the silence, broken only by the occasional distant howl of a nocturnal creature. As exhaustion tugged at my eyelids, a flicker of headlights in the distance jolted me awake. Relief flooded through me as a good Samaritan stopped, a middle-aged couple who graciously offered me a lift to the nearest town. Grateful and shaken, I thanked them profusely, vowing never to ignore my car's warnings again. The next day, I learned that this road had a history of unexplained disappearances, and that very spot where I had been stranded was rumored to be cursed, a place where travelers vanished without a trace. My mind reeled with what-ifs, realizing how close I might have come to becoming another enigmatic tale lost to the eerie roadside. The incident haunted me long after, a cautionary tale etched in my memory, reminding me of the thin line between ordinary inconvenience and something more sinister lurking in the dark. In the heart of the untamed wilderness, I embarked on a hiking adventure, eager to lose myself in the beauty of the forest. The trail meandered through ancient trees, sunlight filtering through the dense canopy, casting enchanting patterns on the earth. Birds chirped, a choir celebrating the beauty of nature. As the day wore on, I trekked deeper into the woods, mesmerized by the tranquility. However, As the sun began its slow descent, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, I realized it was time to head back. With a sense of contentment from a day well spent, I made my way toward the trailhead where my faithful car awaited. But as dusk settled, a knot formed in my stomach when the click of my car's key fob yielded only a feeble response from the failing battery. Panic gripped me. My phone displayed a single bar teasing with hope before disappearing into the dreaded no service. Regret surged within me for ignoring the subtle signs of my aging vehicle's unreliability. The once familiar woods took on a haunting aura as darkness descended, casting long, sinister shadows that danced ominously. Thoughts of trekking back for help clashed with tales I'd heard of lost hikers and the treacherous nature of these trails. Left with no apparent recourse, I settled into the car, clinging to a fading glimmer of hope that a passing vehicle might rescue me. Time stretched interminably, the silence deafening, broken only by the rustle of leaves and the erratic beating of my heart. Just as despair threatened to consume me, a beacon of hope emerged in the form of distant headlights. Relief flooded through me as a compassionate family pulled over, offering a ride to the nearest town. Gratefully, I accepted their vehicle, becoming my lifeline out of the foreboding wilderness. The following day, driven by curiosity and a need to understand, I delved into the area's history, a place shrouded in mystery, notorious for occasional disappearances, where hikers vanished without a trace, swallowed by the inscrutable woods. The chilling revelation sent a shiver down my spine, the awareness of how narrowly I'd skirted becoming another entry in its haunting chronicles. That experience left an indelible mark, imprinting upon me a deep respect for nature's whims, a sobering reminder of the delicate balance between adventure and danger that lies at the heart of the untamed wilds.